Hi everybody, this is Natalie. Welcome back to Magdalene's Wish, and welcome to, if you're new to the channel, and to new subscribers, and thank you for all of those that have subscribed and supporting me on this brand new journey in this new channel. So thank you so much. So this is part 2 of a message from the Divine Masculines. And I got the video done yesterday, and I had to run to be at my parents' at a certain time to accompany them and just help with the transition into the nursing home, and it was a really long day. And so if you haven't watched that video, please go back and watch that before this one. Really important messages there. But and I was going to publish it yesterday and on the 11th, and Spirit said no, Divine Masculines have a message. And I came home. My mom went for her afternoon nap, and I came home, and I'm going to do the same thing. And I ended up doing a self Reiki treatment, and I do Arcturian Reiki. And I was getting some really confusing messages and not a very nice energy for my Divine Masculine. And I thought, what's going on? And I'm sharing this because there's a valid message here. I wanted just to share first before I do the reading. That's Spirit asked me to share that's really important. So the day before, the evening before, I did kind of the routine every 1 to 2 days self Reiki treatment, and for twin flames, the divine, the beloved counterpart will generally, their energy, if it's a true twin flame, they're going to merge energies with you and will receive benefits at the same time if their higher self so chooses. And it's kind of an automatic thing, and you can invite their energy in, but even then, a lot of times if they want that healing, they're going to show up. And I've done Reiki for 3 so far, like 3 other twin flames, and their Divine Masculine counterparts have showed up. So anyway, the day before I did the Reiki treatment, removed some attachments from my Divine Masculine. Everything seemed fine, and then yesterday afternoon, less than 24 hours later, I'm doing Reiki, and like his energy just wasn't good, and his crown chakra was shut down, and he's never ever done that. And I was really concerned as to why, and I went in and did this Reiki, and I had to do double the length of time because he was full of attachments. And it's related to drinking alcohol. And I'm sharing this because this is a common problem with many Divine Masculines, that they suffer from some type of addiction. Many of them it's alcohol, some of them it's sex addiction, different types of addictions, behaviors, just very many. They have a lot of dysfunctional behaviors. So the alcohol, and he's not, I don't think he's like a super heavy drinker. I don't know, because I haven't been in contact. We're in separation. I haven't been in contact with him, so I don't know. But, I know he likes to, enjoy a beer or a glass of wine or what have you. When it comes to alcohol and attachments and attacks, the alcohol, especially hard liquor, and they call it spirits for a reason, it basically is like opening the front door to your energy, to lower vibrational beings and energies, and allowing that dark energy in and attaching to you. Normally we have kind of a safety shield around us, protecting us from attacks and attachments. But when you're in high vibe, you can basically, your light and your love and your high vibe will prevent anything from attaching to you. When you have any kind of alcohol, and it doesn't have to be much, it can just be one drink, 1 glass of wine, and that's it. So you by no means have to have an addiction or alcohol addiction. I mentioned the addiction side of it because for the majority, most Divine Masculines have some type of addiction. So, but that being said, the alcohol, no matter how much amount, opens this gateway, and it allows this energy to come in. And twin flames carry a lot of love and a lot of light and a lot of energy. And we are love, we are light, we represent light, we represent Christ consciousness energy. The dark beings and dark energies in the world do not want twin flames to come together. Therefore, they are going to do whatever they can in their power to interfere with us, to both the divine masculine and feminine. The divine feminines, for the most part, have been very strong and have risen above, and we're like, nope, you can't touch me, because we're ahead of the divine masculines. We are leading the way, and we are ahead of them. We did our purging all this past year. For the past 12 months, a lot of us have gone through really heavy, deep purging and clearing and healing, and some are still going through some, but for the most part, we're ahead. And our vibration's now gone up. We're getting into mission. We're in alignment, or we're trying to, and we're at a point where this energy can't really touch us, or it can, but we have the ability and skills to recognize it and clear ourselves and fight it off. Well, the divine masculines are a lot more vulnerable because they are behind us, meaning they're, if we're up here in vibration, they're kind of down here, okay? So we go up the ladder, they go up the ladder type thing. So they are, moving, but they're down here. So these energies and attachments, when they drink, will come in and attach. And what they do is they cause fear, they cause chaos, they cause doubt, they cause anger, they create the craving to continue this addiction, to continue to do whatever the behavior is, to have another drink, to, and it disconnects them. It keeps them embedded in that matrix, that 3D matrix, embedded in their ego, embedded in the left brain, head thinking, and it keeps them out of love, out of living from the heart, out of the 5D. And I think this is why his crown chakra just was shut down, and he's always had one that's had this huge, massively open, wide crown chakra, not closed, completely closed. And I mean, that was just blew me away. And so during this Reiki session, and the regular Usui Reiki doesn't do this, the Arcturian, and I'm going to actually pause for a moment. Side note, the Reiki I say Reiki because the training I had officially was called Arcturian Reiki. However, Spirit's guiding me to, that it's actually different, and it's more than that. It's more of quantum healing. It's way beyond normal Reiki. So it's more multidimensional quantum healing. So the Arcturians, when I'm channeling, it's 9th dimensional energy. They have tremendous skills, and they are the healers of our galaxy. They're the most advanced healers. They can do really amazing things, and I just channel this energy. They do the work, but I'm able to, for the most part, see the big things that they're doing. I don't see everything, but they show me the things they want me to pass on. They'll show me. And what I saw was this black slithering energy coming out of his ears, and he was laying on his stomach, like on an operating table, and they were just pulling like tweezers, like one after another. It looked like leeches coming off of his back, and other things that were just kind of gross. And it took them a long time. It took them a while to just remove all of this. And I went head to toe, all the chakras, and I kind of got down to the bottom, and I was like, God, and they're like, nope, don't stop. And I had to keep going until they were done, because it took probably close to an hour for this healing to be done. And it got cleared. Everything got cleared. Chakras all opened. I haven't gone in to do the Reiki yet today. I don't know how it looks today, but this happened in less than 24 hours. And it flipped. It showed up in the card reading. It showed up in the energy I felt from him. It was like he was taking steps forward on his path and going up the ladder, and all of a sudden it was like, he fell down. And I was like, what the heck? And it kind of triggered me a little bit. And then, I did the Reiki, and I kind of meditated, and it's like, okay, this isn't his fault. This is, we get, we can easily all slide into that fear and ego, because we are, even as feminines, are still working on letting go of the fear and the ego ourselves. and you slip for a moment kind of into anger or fear or ego, and it's like, why do you always flip on me? You go forward and you say you want this, now you're saying you don't, and they change their mind. And so I felt that I needed to share this because I am sure many of you have experienced similar things to where you've felt such a flip in their energy. You maybe are communicating with them, and why is it like this when it was like this? I don't get it. And then we get angry at them, and it's like, what's wrong with you? Why can't you make up your mind? They're not changing their mind. They are being, I think for the most part, either they're scared or there is, and I'm not saying all of this is interference. It could just be, they could be mirroring you. So I'm not putting this as a general across the board. It's 100% interference. The interference and these attachments are a part of it. So whenever you see or sense a flip in their energy, I want you to think of many things. I want you to think interference. I want you to think, is it you? Mirror it back on yourself. Could it be something that you are not doing or are doing in your own energy or expectations? Where are you? Are you in alignment? Are you moving forward towards mission? Are you clearing your energy? Are you doing your own work and self-love? And also look at the general energies of astrological energies, ascension energies. Are we in a portal that day? Is there, downloads and activations coming in? What's the numerology energy of the day? I mean, there's so many factors to what it could be. So just take all of that into account when you see or sense like some type of flip, and just kind of like, okay, that was just today. And don't jump to conclusions that just because today it was this, that's how it's going to be. Don't accept that or believe that just it was that day. The energy, how the weather changes, the energy changes. So to basically repeat what I said in the other video yesterday, it's about compassion and patience and love for them. This is when and why they really need our love and help. And not help in a sense of telling them what to do and how to do it, and really, really leading the way completely. We are more of like a coach on the sidelines, and they're light and doing our path and moving up. As we do our own work, we lead by example, and then they kind of follow. So we have to shine our light. We have to become love, and then they follow us. If we slide back, then they're going to slide back. So it's really important for us to stay, to keep that in mind, and that whenever there's shifts and that. So that was what I wanted to share. If you want to work with me, let me know, please. And I'm happy to do this type of healing, this quantum Arcturian healing, reiki, whatever we want to call it. And I'm still figuring it out myself. But if you want to work with me and do, this energy clearing work, and that, let me know. And we will, like I said, I'm working on different packages, and it's all kind of in the process of manifesting and being birthed as we speak. But in the meantime, before I kind of get all my ducks in a row, if somebody needs to work with me, just please put a comment or email me at magdalenswish@gmail. magdalenswish3311@gmail.com is my email. So shoot me an email, put a comment. Now, email would be best. You can please comment, but email is best, just because I've seen I've had notifications of some comments, and then they're not actually showing up. So, if for whatever reason somebody comments and I don't see it, then it's because I'll get the notification of it, and when I go to look at comments, it's not there. So I'm not quite sure why that's happening. Anyway, that's the little message to start off with. I don't know if Spirit has anything else. Do you have anything else to add to that, Spirit? No, there's nothing else to add to that. Okay, so I'm going to get into the messages from your Divine Masculines, and then that'll wrap this up, because it's really all they wanted to do. So I'm using 3 different decks. The Rumi, which is beautiful, Rumi Messages, Rumi Oracle by Alana Fairchild, and then Whispers of Love Oracle, which is just really simple, loving messages. And then these beautiful heart-shaped cards, Lover's Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno, I'm going to use. So Divine Masculines picked all the cards, and they're all love messages. So here we go. We'll do a message from Rumi first. And I've already prayed over all these cards and cleared the energy and protected this reading, of course. I always do that. Always, always. So, and I'm sorry if you hear my dog, he's kind of wandering around me. I'm hoping he'll go lay down. Lucas, go lay down, baby. Go lay down. Just looking out the window. So if you hear his little footprints or big footprints, he's a big dog. That's what you're hearing. Oh, there he goes. Good boy, Lucas. Thank you. All right, Divine Masculines, what's your message for your Divine Feminines? Come on, what do you have to say? Divine Masculines, you're being quiet. Your energy was intense. You were anxious to do this. What is your message to your Divine Feminines, Divine Masculines, for this collective group of Divine Masculines? What do you want your Divine Feminines to know? Thank you. Merciful Mother Jamal. Oh, it's card number 44 too. I love that it's number 44. Let you look at that. These Alana Fairchild cards are gorgeous. Gorgeous. And they are all about, hers are, can be, they're not necessarily meant to be read intuitively for the most part sometimes, but I'm going to read this because to not read from the Alana Fairchild books is a sin, I think. I'm just kidding, but you know, like if you're familiar with her stuff, she's got beautiful messages in the books. So I'm going to read Merciful Mother Jamal. And it starts off with a poem in her book too. O sudden resurrection, O countless blessings, O blazing fire. In the jungle of thoughts, today you arrive with laughter to break open the jail. Oh, I'm liking that. You blazing angel, capable of so much, you evoke the testing hand of life. Why not when you cannot fail? Yet in your sweet surrender, how can the great beloved not respond in kind and offer you solace, comfort, and mercy? For not all success must be hard won. Can you imagine this? The sweet face of the all-powerful. It shines upon you as the love emanating from the Holy Mother's eyes, the golden radiance of her body and the gentleness of her touch. This is your birthright now, your divine inheritance, the mercy of the all-merciful. Let it soften the hard edges of your life and your being, and bring to you the grace that is deserved. This oracle brings you a message. There is a shift taking place now in a matter of great importance to you, from Jalal to Jamal, from justice to mercy. This is your path, your destiny, and your blessing now opening us up before you. It may be a particular matter, however, it likely includes your entire life orientation. You are being granted refuge, respite, and shelter from the storms of struggle and doubt, and being given a divine sanctuary of safe harbor. You shall find that the unraveling of the struggle and pain now happens through tenderness and gentler approach. So that kind of goes with what I said in the first video about showing them more love and compassion and grace, and being soft with them and helping them. You are also being asked to take stock of your own thoughts and attitudes. Having to be tough and play hardball is the past. Has served its purpose. Yet this oracle comes to you with guidance to become softer in your way and your attitude. Can you gently but firmly place to one side the judge within, the one who keeps, I'm laughing because it's so perfect, excuse me, the one who keeps score and demands retribution, an eye for an eye, the exponent of absolute justice? Can you invite instead the one who's gentles the aggressive lord within, and allows him to bow before the great lady who loves, is wise, and who steadies the workings of the world with the softest of touches? Don't fear that if you suddenly give yourself a break, all your discipline, hardness, toughness, and suffering will go to waste. No, all things provide learning and serve divine purpose, but now there is no reason to continue in that way. It is time to learn another way. You are strong enough now to become gentle. If there is a foe or fight, oh, I've got chills right now as I said that. Whew. Major chills as soon as I said the word gentle, to become gentle. So, very big message. Okay, I just really feel a heavy presence of the Divine Masculines. If there is a foe or fight in your life, ask for the Mother of Mercy to bless it in resolution. If you have also drawn the hand of Fatima, you are being told, okay, never mind, I didn't draw that card. You are being given the message that your prayers are powerful. And what did I say in the first message? They need our prayers. Holy cow. Although action in the world is part of your soul purpose and plan, when you pray, have conviction that your prayers are real, are heard, and are responded to by the great universal heart. So pray carefully and thoughtfully, be present, and speak as if you were speaking to your dearest, oldest, most influential, powerful friend, because of course that is exactly what you are doing. Pray for the heart and trust in the power of your prayers. There is no limit to what you can pray about, nothing too unspiritual or unworthy, nothing, so pray. This oracle brings you the message that the great power of compassion is reaching for you, that it wants to help you, but is waiting for you to ask. So ask, then you shall receive. And it has a sacred honoring ritual I feel guided to share. It says, with your hand on your heart, say, I call upon Jamal, Mother of Mercy, upon Rumi, who loves me unconditionally and asks for your grace, intervention, and blessing now in all matters of my life. I accept the help of the great universal compassion, seeking to bestow itself upon me now. Thank you. If there is a particular issue with which you are struggling, you may also like to speak of that specifically for a few moments in your prayer. When you are ready, rest with both hands at your heart as long as it feels good. You have completed your sacred honoring ritual. Oh my goodness, I've got chills. I have absolute chills. That's incredible. So it's basically saying to become softer with them. When you think of them, when you speak of them, the word choices, the thoughts you have of them. And this is 5D, 3D, doesn't matter. Become soft, gentle. I had been guided before to kind of see them as this, like a struggling child, if you will. And I'm not saying that they're childish, but just, you know, when you see a child struggling, you become soft and gentle with them, and you encourage them. It's like, it's okay, you can do this, let's get up and try again, you know. So have that type of approach, that soft childlike approach with them. Be tender, be gentle, be loving. Understand how many different things are influencing them, and the struggles they're going through. Going through ego death is tremendously scary for them. And pray. It says be gentle and pray. So that really just augments everything I said in the first video, and that is a message directly from your Divine Masculine. Divine Masculines, do you have another message from this deck? Let's see, do you want this card? No. Do you have another message from here? No. Okay. I always like to check. Just that card. Okay, so we're going to go on to Whispers of Love. And these are just super sweet, simple messages. Divine Masculines, what messages do you have for your Divine Feminines? I just looked at the clock. It was 24:44. I I love it. And that card was number 44. Angels are with us. Angelic guidance. Beautiful. Divine Masculines, what message do you have for your Divine Feminines? Ooh. Is this your message? Oh my God, you got to be kidding me. You'll see this in a minute. Is this your message? Is this your message? Okay, you guys are gonna, you're gonna die. You're gonna die. I'm just saying. Wait for it. Look at the number. 1. Ready? Look at the number. 44. $144. All right, those are the cards. So, first one, it says, listen to your heart. Okay, listen to your heart. Whew, I'm shaking actually right now. 2 44s, and I had looked at the clock at 2 4. I'm actually shaking. Listen with your heart. You're listening to what is being said to you, but need to listen with a loving heart. Yeah, because in your heart, there's truth and there's softness and compassion and love. If we slide into fear and doubt and anger or get triggered, understand that that comes from ego and our mind. And we are all working on clearing that out and changing our patterns. And it takes work, and that is what soul mastery is. Soul mastery is catching this. Soul mastery is basically not doing that at all. But to get to that point, it's catching yourself when you slide back. It's like, oh, I'm coming from I have fear and anger. That's coming from ego. That's not real. Back to your heart. What's in your heart is truth and love, and that's it. There's nothing else. Truth, love, and light is in your heart. Nothing else. There's no fear. There's no doubt. That's coming from somewhere else, external to you. So get rid of it. And so this message is saying to listen to your heart. When you are having doubt or fear, get out of your head, go for a walk, clear your energy. Just stop yourself before you spiral down that staircase. Go for a walk, meditate, have a bath, exercise, do something, have a nap, go to bed. Don't let yourself digress any further, and especially before you turn and lash out at your divine masculine or start having doubts and you pull both of yourselves down. Go to your heart, know the truth in your heart, and step back if you need to. Let me see if there's any other message in this book about this one. I think it's pretty simple. It says here, the opportunity here is here for you to try a loving perspective to the situation. It is easy to get wrapped up in the words that are being used. What does your heart say about the situation? It knows the truth. Trust that. Sit still, take a deep breath, and ask your heart what you need now. So that just kind of expands on what I just said. I love that. So yeah, if there's a situation, you get triggered. If you see something in the 3D that triggers you, or you feel something energetically that triggers you, take a deep breath, take a step back, go into your heart space. Know that a lot of other stuff is just distractions and ego and fear and is not the truth. So always take a step back, breathe, and go into the heart space anytime you kind of get to that point. The other card is, and I get this card a lot, it's getting to know each other. And it says learning to meet another's need for love is important for a relationship to grow. So I used to get really confused when this card would come up, and I'm like, we're in separation. How the heck are we supposed to get to know each other? Like, come on. This was about 5D. So the focus, if for the most part, this group's in separation of some extent, whether it's just occasional texting or email or nothing in the 3D, in the physical. So let me tell you, my divine masculine and I have had several months of separation, and the 5D connection that we have, I was forced to go to the 5D. There was no other choice, and we've just created this really strong bond and connection, and we've gotten to know each other in the 5D and know each other's fears and connect and know each other's energies. So you can still get to know each other, and like I said in the first video, talking with them, having conversation with them, and practice the telepathy, get a pendulum and talk to them through that. Learn how to do card readings, or if you do card readings, have a conversation with them through cards. Like, how are you feeling today? What do you want me to know? What's going on in your life? Whatever kind of questions you want to ask. When you do that, always make sure you ask your ego to step aside and that your energy is clear when you do that. Don't ever do that with low vibe energy if you're feeling triggered, because you're not going to get the right answers. You're going to get answers that are going to trigger you even more. So just don't do it if you're in the low energy. But yeah, so for, work on the 5D connection, because the 5D connection and connecting with them there, showing them love and light there, talking to them there, that draws them in. We connect with them up in the higher realms, and we guide them and help them grow up in this level. And as they grow and become stronger in that level, they then will be able to connect to their lower self and help merge the truth of who they are in 5D with their 3D self, which we all often seem to be two completely different personas. Because there's such a disconnect for so many. But the more we help them, or not help, but I got to get rid of that word, the more we connect with them and love them, and even just have fun with them, play music and feel their energy around you, and dance and feel as if they're dancing with you. I do that a lot with my divine masculine, and it's awesome. And he loves it when I do that. He sent me a funny song earlier. It was, what the heck was it called? Olivia Newton-John song. Let me hear your body talk, let's get physical. He sent me that song, and I was laughing. I'm like, are you kidding me? This is a song he sent. They're usually much more emotional songs, but sometimes he'll just send me something just completely off the wall silly. And he was just like, yeah, lighten up, let's have fun, let's dance, just lighten up, be silly, have fun, let's dance. And so I'll get dance songs sometimes where he just wants to dance, and I'll start dancing, and I'll feel his energy with me, almost as if his hands are on my hips, kind of thing. And it's a really neat bond. And so work on that bond, because it's definitely real. So it says here, the need to feel loved and appreciated motivates how we will act in a relationship. Taking time to understand each other will benefit, as you will find that this will only help love to grow. Recognize your difference and don't try to control every aspect of what is before you. So don't try to control things. See them from a different perspective, as their divinity, as their true self, and love and accept them for who they are and where they are on this journey. And as the other card said, the Rumi card said, don't judge them. Love and accept them, because in order for them to grow and change, they need to feel safe. In order for them to feel safe, we have to love them unconditionally without any judgment. If we start judging them and we're yelling at them, even in the 5D, and we're getting angry, like they're useless, they're never going to catch up, they're not going to get admission, they're never going to leave their karmic, blah, 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 whatever it is, we've all been there. You got to get rid of that narrative and to stop judging them. Don't judge them, accept them and love them for who they are, because in the 5D, they're pure truth and love and light. That's all they are. And the rest in the 3D is a monkey suit. It's a monkey suit. And so we guide them to see their divinity and truth, and help them have the courage to take off that monkey suit, to take off their costume. And so their 3D can merge with their 5D self and with their truth. You know, but they need our encouragement and our love, and for us to be absolutely, positively, unconditional, loving towards them and forgiving towards them. And if you need to do forgiveness work, please do the forgiveness work frequently if you need to. You know, every time that you get triggered or get mad or judge them, go in and say, I'm so sorry, you know, and make that very sincere from your heart. So that's really, really, really important. Divine Masculines, any other message from here? Nope. Okay, so 144, golly. Okay, I'm telling you. All right, Divine Masculines, let's do what do you want your Divine Feminines to know? What do you want your Divine Feminines to know? Thank you. Oh, that was like 4 cards. That was a lot. I'm not sure if they want all of these, but let's ask. Well, the card that landed face up says trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. So trust. Trust they can do this. Trust they're trying. Trust they're doing the work. Again, if there's interference and things, it's very difficult, you know, because there's so much illusion too. So that is, I don't know if you've ever seen these cards before. They're beautiful. The back of them, Tony Carmine Salerno, if you don't know, he's an artist as well. He does the artwork for all his cards. And then the back of each one of these cards has a different painting, different artwork. Just in case you're interested, that's the deck there. It's a gorgeous deck. So trust, they're asking for our trust. That once we accept them and we don't judge them and we love them unconditionally, we create safe space. Once we create that safe space, they're going to shift. Okay, they're going to shift. If we stay stubborn and stuck in judgment, then so are they. And it freezes everything. So, yeah, trust. All right, Divine Masculines, what other message do you have? What do you want your... too many cards. These are very hard to shuffle because they're so tiny and slippery. What do you want your Divine Feminines to know? That goes with, this card is perfect too. Playfulness. It says, laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together and remember love is the greatest healer. So yesterday, remember in the first video, one of the cards that came up was Page of Cups. And I got this card for myself again today from my guides. That's the energy they're asking us to be in. Page of Cups, which is a fun, loving, light-hearted, childlike energy. It's an energy of innocence, an energy of childlike love and wonderment. It's very soft and gentle. So we need to be very soft and gentle, you know, as if they're, you know, a hurt child right now. You know, they just need the gentleness and the grace and compassion. So, but they also want us to be in a high vibe and to be light, to be loved, to be playful, to have fun, to have joy, to feel joy without them, you know, not without them in the 3D, but they're very much with us in the 5D. Like I said, put on some fun music that you're drawn to and invite their energy in and dance. And it's, trust me, it's the fun thing. And the card that came out with that was Twin Flames. So this group of Divine Masculines, they know that they're twin flames. They know that you're their beloved. They know the connection. They know. They don't not know. They feel your energy. They know that there is a special bond and connection. So they very much know that you guys are twin flames. If you think they're asleep and they're doubting, maybe in the 3D they're doubting. Nope, they say no. They know even in the 3D. Now they may be having fear and blocking this truth, but they know it. Whether they're ready to accept the truth or not is another story. Yeah, they're not quite ready to accept this because they're still working on fears and fighting demons. But they know that they're your twin flame. So they know. That's good. So if you think that they've not known, they do. They do, because they feel your energy and love. So the more you send them love and imagine yourself hugging them in the 5D, the more they feel it, the more you are forgiving and love them unconditionally, it's just going to grow. Another message? No. Okay, that is it for the messages. And I looked and it was 40 minutes on the nose. Crazy. Okay. Divine Masculines, any other messages? Oh, they do have more. Do you have another message in here? Oh, wait, I digress. They do have another message in here. I'm like, wait, must have been another Divine Masculine saying, wait, what about me? Because it's a group collectively, right? There's usually a splurge of them that kind of merge in and want to communicate. Aha. Aha. Is this for this collective group? Is this for this group? Okay, so put that card aside. The card that came up says new beginning, a new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. So new beginning. We are ending a karmic cycle energetically and beginning a new one here in 2019. January is a bit of a transition month. So if they are, and this is collective, right? Yeah. So I have to always ask with discernment, if you're wondering why I'm asking, because my Divine Masculine sometimes, often gets very excited with card readings, and I've been doing card readings for others, and sometimes the very first card that comes up is for me and not for the person reading. So I have to kind of say, wait your turn. It's kind of cute. You know, I love that he's enthusiastic. However, I do sometimes, you know, I'm like, let me check that this message is for everybody else and not one that's just for me. So this is for everybody else. Yeah, so we are starting a new karmic cycle, and they may be finishing up, tying loose ends, and figuring things out with their current karmic cycle. So just know that there will be a new beginning. Create that space for them so you can embark on that new beginning. Yeah, create that space, love them, and trust. So they said the other card, first card was trust. So trust that you will have a new beginning when the time is right. Yeah. So that's it. That's their other message. Any other messages to my masculines? Nope. Okay. They are now complete, I feel. So, new beginnings, twin flames, playfulness, and trust. Trust, trust, trust. Okay? Getting to know each other, listen with your heart, and prayer and grace. Okay? Prayer, no judgment, grace, trust, all of these key words. So remember this, ladies and gentlemen, for all the Divine Masculines out there. I think that's it. I am going to be doing some other videos on other topics, on more of kind of messages and kind of more explanative and educational stuff from Archangel Michael. So look out for that one. That's going to be on my to-do list for this coming week. So anyway, please like and subscribe. Put a comment of if this resonates. I do want to have feedback, please. So if this resonates, if the first one resonates, please put a comment that, yep, this is how I feel with my Divine Masculine. And not all of it's going to resonate. There might be half of it that does and half that doesn't. Take what resonates with you, please. And same with the first one. But this is just kind of what's coming up. So thank you, everybody. Love and light to everybody. And namaste. Bye.